Oh. Oh yeah, this thing's shooting out a lot of oil. Okay. Well, this is something new for the channel. Something I've never owned, an E31 8 Series BMW. One of the long-time bucket list cars that I've never gotten my hands on. I needed to find the right one, and I think we have found the right one. So welcome to a new episode titled Buying the United States' cheapest E31 8 Series that I could find listed. The cheapest one. And you may see it and say, why was it so cheap, right? Well, it's running for a reason. And I think as we progress through checking out this car for the first time, we will start to see why it was the cheapest E31. But it's running, so that tells you something already, right? That's a good thing. But anyway, this car literally early this morning just got dropped off from Nevada. I had it shipped here on an open carrier, which I never do, and there's a reason why, and that's because this car is absolutely covered in dirt and grime, and it is disgusting. So disgusting that you can hardly even tell, you know, the condition of the body, right? But I can just say off a first walk around, the body of this car is really nice. No major dents, dings, no damage. The paint is clean. Supposedly it's been resprayed, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. This is a 1995 840i, not an 850. I do like the 850s with the V12, but I think that those are kind of nightmare cars to own and to work on. Maybe not to work on, but kind of scary. And they're all expensive. Whereas this, I got, like I said, very cheap. So without further ado, I'm gonna grab the camera and take you guys around and show you the country's cheapest E31 8 Series. Very exciting. I like getting the deals. So as I said, the body of this car, aside from being caked in dirt, is very clean. I mean, it is a very straight and true car, except for these. These need to go like yesterday. So these are luckily just a vinyl wrap, so I'll peel those off, no problem. And then we'll be ridden of the disgusting M stripes. But the E31, such a unique looking car, man. Like I said, never owned one. I always thought that this was one of the most beautiful, you know, BMWs ever made. I think that they are gorgeous. The body styling, the B-pillarless coupe. You know, in the world of BMWs, there's basically three really unique coupes, and you already know what I'm going to say. It's the E9, the E24, and the E31, and that's the years of the progression of them. In my mind, they're all kind of like, BMW said, all right, let's do a unique coupe this year, and then that's kind of what those three models are. M parallel wheels, which is a huge plus, because that's, you know, a worthy wheel, especially for how cheap I got it. Coming around the back, 4 exhaust tips, just like an M3, which I think is really cool. 840 CI, I'm sorry, they're all CIs, I think. Coupe injection, right? So you got the cool rear plate filler, the unique styled taillights, a trunk that I don't know how to open. Oh, I do know how to open it, never mind. And we got a brand new radiator in here. He gave me a radiator, and he gave me a box of full parts that I'll have to look in later and see. The trunk space is really tiny on this car. That's the cowl for the cabin air filter. We got our battery in there, which was flat dead. That's the real reason why I'm running this right now, is because it'll die and I won't be able to start it because I don't have a jump box with me, because I'm off site. He didn't necessarily deliver it exactly where I needed it. But toolkit, let's see if the toolkit's in here. Oh yeah, we got it. Looks to be almost a full toolkit. I don't know what would be here, but we got this cute little screwdriver. I don't know if that's factory or not. I mean, the way it's strapped in there seems like it, right? But I don't think it is. So this car lived its life in Nevada or California, then Nevada. So it's totally rust-free. I don't know what in the hell is up with the M stripes inside the trunk. That's a crazy touch from the previous owner. And I got it from a guy who owns a shop in Nevada. I don't think this isn't his personal car. He got it to do a project on, and then, you know, time slips away from you. But otherwise, yeah, body super clean. Gas door. Ooh, this is a nightmare in there. Looks like an absolute rust clutch. I think that's just dirt though, so we're good. This door's not even closed. Oh, the windows do the up and down thing like E46s. That's pretty modern. So 95, I think this is one of the earlier years of this car, because or maybe it's not. I don't know what years they made these. Actually, no, 95 is a late year because the 850s I think came around in what, 91, 90. So yeah, this is like a late model E31, and I mean it's the tech that this car has is outstanding. As soon as I sat inside of it, I said, "Crap, this is why I've never owned one, because the electrical nightmares that they are." But this thing comes with brand new rotors. He did the brakes on it, which is really cool. These I believe the E31s have the 4-pot front Brembo brakes, which it looks like it. Those are definitely 2 pistons. So big front brakes. I think a lot of guys run these on like the E34s and stuff. Rear brakes are pretty average size, but again, new rotors. So thing's got all new brakes on it, which is really cool. You know, cheapest E31, so obviously we're not getting a stellar interior. We got the, I think you'd call it Dove Gray probably, and it's in, I mean, not great condition. I would honestly like to replace the seats if I can find a set, but that's, you know, later down the road. Kind of similar as a homage to the E24. You got the chrome lining in the door sill, not quite to the extent of the E24, but still pretty cool. Door panel itself, heavy ass door, and that's probably because look at all the stuff that it has on it. I mean, you got a storage tray, coin tray, speaker, vents, electronics or windows, and then mirror. So I completely over exaggerated. It's not a lot of stuff that's on it, but decent amount. And then coming in, you got the E31 crazy dashboard, wood trim, just in a few places. The E34 style wheel, headlights over here. The cluster on the E31, arguably the most unique clusters on any BMW. 148,000 miles, which is relatively low, but the mileage doesn't really matter at this point, and maybe you guys can pick up what I'm putting down. You see it's not overheating, so that's cool. I really like the look of this cluster. Does it rev? Oh yeah. So then over here, fog light, rear defrost. Let's see if it works. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, it's on. So we're already having issues here. All your vents stuff, nice and easy. It's got good heat, which is nice. Then this is just a crazy ass. Whew, this is some never before seen stuff right here in my mind. This is like some modern stuff. So you got your check control, which has some pixels out. See if I can get them to. No. But it's full check control, which is cool. I don't know what that says because I can't read it. Blaupunkt radio, nice little head unit. Then you got your other climate controls here. So this is similar to an E32, which is actually kind of funny. The old style dials, and then you know, the confusing, you know, what you're sending the air to. AC, which according to the seller actually blows ice cold. Oh yeah, it definitely kicks on. The car literally revs up with it. So yeah, that I believe works. Dual zone climate control, automatic, of course. I don't know if you would ever find an 840 auto or an 840 manual in America unless it was swapped. And yes, that may be on our list. I'll get into the future plans for this later. I'm not sure what this is. Traction control. Oh, heated seats. Wow, look at that. Winter driving mode. Automatic driving auto mode, whatever. Hazards. Ashtray. He left me a microfiber. And, oh, man, a lot of tissues. E-brake. Lumbar seats. Do these work? Oh, they do. Oh, maybe not. Only one way? I don't know. Here's the glove box. Oh, and look at what it came with. Oh, I forgot the titles in here. I should probably grab that. I believe it came with all the original like documents. Onboard computer, anti-theft radio owner's manual. Oh, it's got the 90s accessory brochure. Love that. 94 accessories, although I believe this is a 95. No way, is this the... Dude, he didn't mention this. The original window sticker I've never in my life bought a BMW that came with the original window sticker, except for my E28. How freaking cool is this? Dude, that's awesome. 1995 840 Ci. Manufacturer's suggested retail price, $69,900. Holy shit. Dude, I knew these were expensive, but damn, that is outlandish. Especially for how cheap I got this, dude. I mean, slash that. I mean, not even half, not even time. I don't even know the word for it. I paid a fraction, like not even a quarter. I paid a percentage of this, like very minor. Alpine white, light silver, light silver. Let's see, what about engineering and safety features? 4-liter V8, so it's an M60 B40. Light alloy wheels, 16 by 7.5. Oh, this thing's got, the M parallels aren't the original wheels on this. 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty. That's funny. Comfort features. City MPG 15, highway 23. Yeah, not great. 8-cylinder, 4-liter engine, 5-speed electronic automatic transmission, feedback fuel system, fuel injection, 3-way catalyst, inertia weight class 4,500. Estimated annual fuel cost $1,126. Gas guzzler tax $1,300. Yeah, the annual fuel cost of this car now would probably be 3 times that with the gas prices. But where did it originate? BMW of North America, Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. So this thing, damn, so this thing went New Jersey to the West Coast and then stayed in the West Coast, and now I brought it back to, I mean, Midwest, but closer to Jersey. You got the cool, oh God, I'm going to break these. The worthless E31 cup holder. That is a joke. That's your cup holder. Good luck, dude. I hope you're not drinking anything because that is going to spill. Got the flashlights. Do the windows work? Oh, yeah. Does the back window work? Oh, yeah. B pillarless, baby. That's cool. That is exciting. Do these windows work? Yep. Yep. Damn, all working windows. That's freaking cool. Electric mirrors. Oh, yeah, they work. Yeah, this thing's nice in here, man. So now let's see the engine bay. Oh, and there's the back seats. It's got the super cool back seats, just like the E30 or E24. It's got a solar panel. I don't know what that's about, what that's for, but you know what? Actually, I do this in all my unique rear-seated cars. Let's feel the back seats. How the hell? How do I get back here? Uh-oh. Are these electric or something? The hell? Okay, let's try to get in from the other side. Okay. So it's a cold day, but a hint at the issue. Okay, that seat's just sticky. All right, let's get back here and see what this seat feels like. I mean, they're like buckets, dude. Holy crap. Oh, no way. I can't even sit up in this is the craziest back seat I have ever in my life sat in. Even the E24 I could sit upright. Dude, I'm literally hunched. My head is just in the freaking roof. Holy crap, what a goofy freaking rear seat. It sinks you so far down, but it doesn't sink you far enough to stop from the fact that if you're over 5'5", you'll fit back here. I mean, look how sunken they are. This M Performance steering wheel cover, that's awful. It says med box in here. Oh, look at that. Ski pass? Yeah, we got a ski pass. Ski bag. That's cool. And then here's your med kit. Put that back in. Your center little armrest with your thing. This is a luxurious ass car. I mean, you can't fit back here, but like this center console just feels nice. The pillars are shot. gonna have to get those redone. Headliner's not bad. The sunroof cover is pretty poor, but otherwise not bad. Yeah, I didn't even realize the headrests come off on only one side. That's freaking cool. All right, let me see if I can get out of here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that is cool. That window sticker really impresses me. But let's see the engine bay now. So I'm actually have to set you guys down to get in this engine bay because it's really tricky. So you gotta pull these two tabs. So hold on. Or push the two tabs. So welcome into the engine bay of the 8 Series. The most spacious, large engine compartment I've ever seen on a BMW. And by that spacious, I mean long. I mean, look at how much cowl you have here. Like, how do you even work on this thing? Because you gotta lean over 2 feet of freaking cowl. But, so obviously you have some things disassembled. M60 B40, and you'll notice right away, this breather hose just going crazy. And the exhaust is picking up in smoke. So let's talk about why this is the cheapest E31. So obviously the body's nice, right? There's no reason why it's cheap because of that. The interior's meh, but no reason for it to be as cheap as I got it. The reason it's cheap lies in here. And if you guys are V8 guys, you'll know the one plaguing issue that these things suffered, and that is the Nikasil cylinder lining. And basically what that is certain years of the B40 came with a Nikasil lined block, which is basically the material of the cylinder linings. I'm not sure exactly what Nikasil is, but the later engines got, or earlier engines, I can't remember, they got Alusil, which is the updated version, and it's better. So these were designed to have a recall performed where the engine was literally swapped out because they were known to just fail. And some didn't actually get it done. My buddy Adam, his 740, he got Nikasil'd, and that engine actually had a catastrophic failure, like no compression in one cylinder. So now this thing, the story is, the guy had it and was working on it and noticed that it is smoking a lot. And I mean, it is a lot, but it's, I don't know if it's crazy or what, but so anyway, basically, story has it, he did all the easy checks as to what causes the crankcase to smoke on one of these engines, and nothing fixed it. He concluded that it probably has a cylinder lining issue. So that is why I bought it, because it was so cheap, because technically it needs an engine. I mean, you could probably drive this thing, and I guess we'll go take it for a spin, why not? But yeah, technically later down the road it's going to need an engine, and it does sound a little goofy. I think, you know, if I compression tested this, it would maybe tell me, but I'm not sure. I'm probably not even going to dig into it for a while, but we'll see. You know, I'll probably tinker with it, but at the end of the day, it looks like it'll probably need a engine, and that's where my big plan comes in with this car, what I'm going to do with it. First off, I'm always looking for clean body, rust-free cars that need engine work, because that's my thing, right? I don't do body work, I do engine work. And I think there's a lot of cool things that I can do with this car to make it very special. And we will talk about those on our drive. Let's turn on the headlights and see if they actually flip up. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, that's baller. I've never owned a pop-up headlight car, but that is freaking sweet, dude. I love that. Let's close the hood and see how it looks. Hopefully you can close the hood when they're up. That is so scary to me, how like these have to be perfectly aligned, otherwise you're just gonna massacre your hood. Oh, that's freaking cool. I love that a lot. Such a unique thing for the 90s. I mean, it honestly, in my mind, it kind of dates the car. It makes it look older, but definitely cool. I don't know if the yellow tinted fogs are OEM or not, but so crazy how like the headlights are there, and then fogs and your turn signals are lower on the bumper. I mean, it's just such a unique looking car with the small little kidney grill. I think E31s are beautifully unique. Like, they got wide hips. They honestly remind me of E30 M3s, like the boxy fenders. It honestly kind of follows the exact same kind of like shape of the E30 M3, which is kind of cool. So yeah, man, I'm gonna set up the GoPro and let's take this thing for a quick little spin and see how it feels, because it looks good. And I mean, honestly, for how cold of a morning it is, the smoke isn't that concerning to me. Probably driving it will probably be a different story, but we'll hop in and we'll see. We're off in my new to me E31 8 Series, and the fumes are a little crazy. I don't know why, but it made me a little nauseous. I almost threw up. Yeah, they're burning my nose a little bit, but it seems like there's smoke coming in through the vent. Oh yeah, there's no blower cover on it, so let's turn that off because we're just sucking in engine. But like, first off, like just how it drives, just kind of not bad. I mean, the brakes are perfect, the suspension, the alignment, everything's kind of perfect on this car, which is really good because that gives us, you know, less work down the road. The worst thing is like doing engine work and then like you forget that the rest of the car needs work, and that's kind of how my E28 is. But dude, I mean, temp dead centered. Let's give it a little pull. Yeah, it's smoking a little bit. Hey, this thing it took a little bit to get going. I think that's the automatic transmission doing its thing, but dude, this car drives really nice. Holy crap. Look, for what I paid for this thing, man, I mean, engine or not, you could drive it right now for sure. I mean, it's not even smoking out the road. I mean, if you floor it, no smoke right now. And the brakes are perfect. This is a comfortable car. The seat needs to be adjusted. The seats aren't insanely comfortable, but they're not bad. This is a nice car, man. It's got heat, got AC. It's spacious. It feels cool. I don't know. I got this to sell, but I might want to keep this after all this. This thing feels like a great car. I can dig this. Let's see. If we roll down, let's see what it feels like B-pillarless. I've been doing this testing all my B-pillarless cars. Oh yeah, that's sick. That is cool. All this room for activities. This looks like a fun summertime cruiser. It does smell a little bit like an engine that's kind of shot, I will say. Not bad, but like it definitely doesn't smell like my old 540 smell, which was relatively normal. But I mean, like, forget that. This thing freaking drives like fantastic. This is a beautiful car. Everything on the inside works. Like, let's give myself some heated seat action. I mean, radio works, check controls missing pixels, but it works. The electric mirrors, the windows. I don't want to say this, but I want to say it. They say, hey, you know, E31s are electrical nightmares. This car seems like it's maybe intact for right now. And I mean, I think being a 95, it's helpful for that. I think, you know, like the 91, like the 850s are probably nightmares, but oh man, I like it. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. And it shifts smooth, and I think it sounds good. I don't know, it's hard to... Let's have the windows down, let's see how it sounds. It's pretty tame. right, let's give her. You know what? It puts a damn smile on my face. It's not impressively quick or anything, which, I mean, you wouldn't expect. Oh, this seat warmer works good. Damn, this is a nice, I want to daily drive this thing. I want to daily drive it until the freaking engine gives out. Because I know Nicosil issues. I know they failed on Adam really bad. I did not realize that was a dip right there. Like, his engine lost all the compression in one cylinder. This thing definitely is on all 8, but, you know, does it start like this and then get to that point, or do they fail differently, or is this not even a Nicosil related issue and it's just like the piston rings are bad? It's hard to kind of tell. It smells though. I don't know. We'll do another episode, a follow-up episode, and we'll compression test it and we'll check it out. But it takes a while to actually accelerate, which is very weird. Like, and again, I think that's just the auto. I think it's just a slow, lazy trans. But yeah, so not super quick, but it's definitely fun. The smell is crazy in here. I just smell exhaust fumes, which the exhaust sounds fully stacked, so I don't know why. But so where does this leave us with, you know, what are my plans with this thing? Well, this is why I wanted it. First off, I've always wanted an E31, right? So, and I think I would take an 840 over an 850, just because the 850 is a little more primitive, and damn, is it tricky to work on. It's big, it's expensive. I mean, all the parts, the 2 ECUs, 2 MAFs, I mean, all that stuff, that's a nightmare to own, dude. And I know, like, you watch M539, he makes it look easy, but it's just, I can't imagine it's that easy if you don't know them well. And I think they're just expensive, and I don't really care to deal with it. And I've been looking for one, and you will find 850s at a pretty average price range. And I think that's just because I think most of them are like basket cases, to be honest. I think most 850s that you see just need major work. I think the electronics are fried on most of them. I think 95 is kind of a blessing because it's just the most modern in terms of what your electronics state is, right? So I think for that reason you kind of save yourself a little bit. But basically the plan, so this is all preemptive, right? This basically depends on if I can find parts, how expensive they are, this and that. But if it needs an engine, it needs an engine. And then we can go 2 roads. Just put a B40 in it, boring. Or we can do a M60 B44. I'm sure if you guys have heard of that, which is basically where you take an M62 B44 bottom end, and then you take your M60 heads and your M60 OBD1 electronics, and you basically give yourself a bigger M60 because it's how you want to say it, they're like the same engine. So the heads from the M60 B40 bolt right on. The heads in the timing chain from the B40 are like bulletproof, and the B44 bottom end, I don't want to say it's bulletproof, but it's not Nicosil like M60s could be. So basically you get the best of both worlds. You get the bigger bottom end, you get the better top end, and then you keep it on the electronics that the car already is, and it makes for not a stroker, but just a bigger engine. It's should make this thing really fun. I need to do it. So if I can get my hands on an M62 B44, I could take my stock heads off this engine because the bottom end is what's shot, likely. Maybe, we don't know really. We'll obviously disassemble it and see later, but so yeah, basically that, and then hopefully pair it with a 6-speed transmission. And the auto is not bad, but if everything's out, what better time to do it than that time, right? I would like to do a 6-speed, and now I know that the 850s came 6-speed, so you can get linkage and the gear shift stuff, and even 840s in Europe did, so you can get all the linkage and stuff. The drive shaft, I think, needs to be modified. unless you find one, but you'll never find an 840 drive shaft. So that is the one thing that I think has to go to a shop and get the drive shaft customized. The pedals bolt on from an E34, which is like, that's my thing, you know. So that makes it easy for me, right? Pedals bolt in. Got to get a 6-speed from a manual 540 or a, I think actually that's probably it. Oh no, you could do actually a 6-speed from a manual 540 E34, a manual 540 E39, a M5, I think, which you wouldn't want, but yeah, basically you can get transmissions easily. This stuff, I think you can get, last I checked, you can get new from the dealer. It's an arm and a leg, the shifter linkage, but that can be got, then your drive shaft gets modified. So really the only thing I have to source for a 6-speed swap is the 6-speed, and then all the linkage stuff I should just be able to buy. Which I guess I'd have to source, but so that's the preemptive plan. M60B44 6-speed transmission. I think that would make for a badass E31. I think it'd be a fun project, and I think it'd be a cool car. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do with this thing. And then, I mean, like I said, everything has a price. Will I want to keep it? Yes. But should I sell it? Yes. But we'll see, right? So this thing I'll probably queue it up and it'll sit for a little bit in the shop. I mean, that's the nice part I have in the shop. I could just let it sit for the winter. And then I want to get into this project before winter ends. So I'm going to make it a point to hopefully start digging into this car prior to, like, you know, pretty soon, really. I finished the E46 M3, so now I could probably get into this after the 2002. Got an E9 to mess with, but yeah, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. I hope you guys enjoyed a new chassis, but like smoke-wise, no smoke at all. I don't know, does that look that abnormal to you guys? To me personally, that doesn't seem like all that abnormal of V40 breather. The noise, oh yeah, this thing's shooting out a lot of oil. Okay, yeah, maybe it is bad. So I think that is the crankcase is shooting so much blow-by that it's just pulling oil up, unless the valve cover gaskets are leaking that bad, but I would be amazed. So yeah, like I said, we'll dig into it in the next episode. Seemingly it may be shot, but there is no smoke from the exhaust, only minor blow-by smoke. I feel like if you got a catch can to catch the blow-by, it wouldn't really be all that bad. But we'll see. We could probably compression test it and tell too. I've already gone through like a noticeable amount of gas on the gas gauge, which is insane. But anyway, we'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the new intro to the new episodes of some E31 content. Long overdue. I should have owned one of these cars long ago. I'm very excited. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.